for the other people which already come of Adam.
Okay, as for the other people, because this is Ezra, Prophet Ezra speaking. So what was Ezra? Ezra was an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. Okay, so he was a Levite, a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Levi.
He'll be so-called a Haitian today.
Yep, he'll be a so-called Haitian today, like Moses will be too. So Levi said, as for the other people, meaning the other nations that also come from Adam, because you said we all come from Adam. What about that? Go ahead.
Thou hast said they are nothing.
They are nothing.
But be like unto spittle. They're nothing but spit. That's what the Most High says. They're nothing but spit.
You spit, man. You don't go back to say, oh man, I left that spit back there.
And recover it. You're just going to let it just perish.
Saying, well, we ain't interpreting nothing. Go ahead.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold.
See, and that goes what he read in Isaiah, the 40th chapter. All the nations are a drop of a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the old times, when you had a huge waters of a bucket of waters, you know what I'm saying? It's heavy. So you're walking. You know what I'm saying? Some is going to splash out. Are you going to stop and try to scoop that up, or are you going to try to hurry up and get that water where it got to get to? You're not going to worry about the drops that fall out. Go ahead.
Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen.
These heathen, meaning the other nations, go ahead.
Which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
See?
And to devour us. Who are those lords? The United Nations, America. They sit on the board of the United Nations. These people right here, us, the Israelites, we're not representing ourselves. We have people that rule over us and smash us. They know who we are. They know who these 12 tribes are. And they know we're on the bum. That's why they're always putting us in prison. They're setting us up. They purposely uneducate our children to their Esau system, their wicked system, because this is the only thing that the children of Israel should be learning every day, from birth to the elderly, is the word of God.
Let me bring this out. Read that what you said about the heathen.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
See, so starting with the head tribe Judah, to the so-called Negroes, Benjamin, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemalans, all the way to the North Americans, down to the Mexicans. The other nations, starters, you know what I'm saying, starting with 2, all the way down, they all ruled over these people at one point in time, okay? And like he said, that going into the United Nations, because that's why none of these people have a seat on the United Nations. None of these people has a representative to represent them in the seat of the United Nations. Okay, that's why right here, hold what you got, and that's why it says right here in Psalms 82, just bear with me real quick. Psalms 83:2 says, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So how they did that was teaching us that we're Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Colombians. Now, for adventure's sake, let's say that your lineage from Scotland, wherever you go back to, goes back to Israelite, because you had Israelites ruling in Scotland, Spain, Europe. You know what I'm saying? So we'll say, you know what I'm saying, for adventure's sake, that your lineage goes back to Jacob over there in the old world, not to Esau. Okay, that's how they fulfill prophecy, by telling you that you are Caucasian, that you are European, that you are Scotland. You know what I'm saying?
Because you've heard of Black Irish.
Yeah. You know what Scott means, right? Scotland? No.
Black land.
Black land.
And there also was Judah, the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi were in Germany. Most of your kings came from Sicily that ruled Germany. So half of Germany also is Jake. And there were dark skinned, but a lot of them look like you guys now. Because I feel that you guys look like white boys, but I feel in my spirit that you guys are Jakes, because you're real, you're humble. You're not talking, because we know who an Edomite is, because they start to get frustrated, and they get mad, and they get real, they want to just start attacking us. But Jake's all over the place. That's why, like I said, I have a brother from my dad. My dad was with a lot of women. I have a brother that actually has blonde hair. And we do look like night and day from each other. And I do have relatives that come back to Cordova, Spain, that had blonde hair and blue eyes. That's what I'm saying. We know by the Spirit, because if you fear God, we're all over the world. But we're out here to speak the truth, to tell our people the name of our God. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because the Bible says he's coming back for the elect. And he's going to start our kingdom. And we got to bring this kingdom back.
Let me say this real quick. Do you hear us say the so-called white man's the devil because he is the devil? But it's not a color thing. It's not a color thing, okay?
Because half the Latins are Edomites. Half these Latin people you see walking around, they're actually from Amalek and go back to the Visigoths of Germany, Ostrogoths and all them. So half these Latins, half of Latin America are a bunch of Edomites. And that's why they suppress the what? The Indians of those lands. They beat those people down. They don't raise them native Indians up. They just bury them into the dirt. And the barbarians of Europe, those were mostly Jakes. They hated the Roman Empire. They hated the authority of Rome. And that's why they used to buck up Scotland, Ireland, and a bunch of the surrounding areas of Germany. What did they do? They used to go and burn down Rome. Every chance they had. They hated the Edomites. And they're the head of Esau. And we can get into the scriptures. They're the devil. They're the wicked. They're the serpent. They're the children of the serpent. Something that's made crooked can never be made straight. And we can go into those scriptures.
See, what I would want to throw out is it's a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a color thing. It's a nation thing.
Because actually everybody was dark at one time. In the beginning, when the Adams, because there was more than one Adam, but that gets deep into something else. There was a lot of Adams that came out of the sea, and we were all dark. All the nations were dark. We're how the Edomites got their skin colors going back into Genesis, where God when Cain killed Abel, because Cain came from the serpent. And what did he do to Cain? He put that mark on Cain, and he lost his pigmentation. That's why it's so called. And they're actually the red. We go in Genesis chapter 25, when Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and Esau came out. He says Esau came out red and hairy. He's that same line through Cain. You understand? We can go into those scriptures. That gets deep. But that's why today we see so-called Edomites, they lost their skin color. But like I said, the seed is mixed. So you have half the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi that look like so-called white people. Do you see what I'm trying to say? And then you have blacks. You do have black people that are Edomites. Because a lot of those Edomites, what do they come when they bring the Negroes from slavery from Africa to America? They were chopping them women, and they were having children from them hillbillies out from the south, and they were having kids. So those kids are out there today that look with afros. You see what I'm saying? That's why we feel the spirit. That's why you'll know by the word. That's why go ahead. You got scriptures to
it
bring
says,
up?
1 John 4:6. We are of God, and in the Hebrew is Elohim, which means the powers. So I'm saying we are of the powers. That's what in the English, what God means. Okay. So it says, right here it says, we are of the powers. He that knoweth the powers hereth us. He that is not of the powers hereth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Okay, so it's a good sign. You know what I'm saying? That you are listening. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know. We're not angels. We don't know if you're Edomite, if you're an Israelite. We don't know what. But all we're saying is we're bringing out the truth, contrary to popular belief, that who the world calls Jesus Christ, who's a so-called black man, by the way, he died on the cross only to redeem the nation of Israel, to redeem them from their sins. Okay, because sin, the biblical definition of sin is transgression of the law, pursuing to 1 John 3:4. And what laws are talking about? The law that the Most High gave Moses to give to the children of Israel. And that law wasn't given to all the other nations, it was only given to the children of Israel.
It's like a constitution for Israelites.
Yeah, so the only ones that could break the law were the ones that the law was given. So the only ones technically that could be sinners are the children of Israel. Okay, so that's why Christ came in flesh to die on the cross to redeem his people.
First chapter, it's in there somewhere.
Their law that was given to them.
I have it written down.
So that's what we're out here saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're going back to that parable of Yahushua. Matthew says the parable of the wheat and the tares. Remember that? Yeah. Okay, the wheat represents the children of the kingdom, the Israelites, the saints of the earth. And the tares represents the wicked, the seed of the serpent, the children of Esau, the children of the Edomites, and the other nations. And that parable is going into basically that they mingled in together, mixed their seed together. Well, you know, they look almost identical. You can't tell which one is which. So at the end, in judgment, when the angels come, the ones that are not of the wheat, the ones that are of the tares, that are of the wicked, they're going to be burnt up.
We'll separate the sheep from the goat.
That's right.
That's why Romans 8:16. It says the Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. And And if children, then heirs, heirs of God.
Read that one more time.
The Spirit itself bear witness.
See, the Spirit itself bear witness. That's why the brother said that we're trying to fill your spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're not going to just condemn you because you have light skin.
Right.
Okay? Because it's not a skin color thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? But it is a nationality. It's a nation. You know what I'm saying? It's about the nation of Israel. Okay?
Okay, okay, go ahead.
In a general sense, you know, like we was bringing out about Esau, the name Esau comes from the Hebrew word Aishah, which means Aishah, yeah, which means wasted away is he. And why do they say wasted away? If y'all want to get it, Genesis 25. It said, yeah, read out.
This brother is going to bring out Matthew 25 and 32, talking about the goats on the left-hand side.
Yeah. But it said,
Yeah, goats, he separates the goats from the sheep, and the goats on his left and the sheep on his right.
There you go, and then those goats on the left. He's just going to read it because we like to bring that spirit out of the word out here. Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
Matthew 25 and 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them from one another. And the shepherd divided the sheep.
Read that again. Read that
He
again.
divided them.
Read it
Go on, brother.
from the top.
And before him shall be gathered all nations.
See,